In a warehouse about 30 kilometers from the center of Ho Chi Minh City, coffee is packed and prepared for shipping. It's owned and operated by WS Cafe, one of Vietnam's major wholesalers of locally produced beans. Rich and flavorful in character, it's a staple of daily life here, enjoyed at all times of day.
We have a lot of inquiries from all over the world. Among them, there are many supermarkets in developed countries.
Vietnam is the world's second biggest supplier of coffee, accounting for 15% of global consumption. It's a key agricultural product and generates millions of jobs. The government is targeting as much as $6 billion in earnings from the sector by 2030. But now, with the Trans-Pacific Partnership grinding towards collapse, the likelihood of achieving that goal could prove a challenge.
Vietnam had been one of the TPP's most aggressive proponents and was widely considered to have been one of the pact's main beneficiaries. For the coffee industry, this was expected to ramp up production and create more jobs, further expanding the country's emerging middle class and rising GDP.
To offset the loss of potential trade opportunities, however, the government has already signed and implemented a raft of two-way trade agreements and is expected to continue channeling efforts into such bilateral deals.
Of course, if we don't have TPP, that will be a very sad news, you know. But Vietnam has already had the free trade agreement with other regions, you know, like the free trade agreement with the Europe and Russia and China. As a coffee producer, we think China and Russia market is even more important than the American market.
Vietnam's economy is forecast to grow at a steady pace of around 6% per year. But increased trade activity wasn't the only advantage expected to come with TPP.
The most positive factor on Vietnam's economic development is openness and economic integration. So it's an export-driven and FDI-driven economy. So TPP was seen as a continuing strategy of openness and integration.
As the hosts of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation next year, Vietnam will seek to promote and broaden investment appeal. But businesses and investors will have to brew over how far Vietnam is willing to go to further open its economy with or without the TPP. Reuters' Callum Stewart reporting for RTB News, Ho Chi Minh City.